Hi Ragini, hi Mr. Dang, welcome. Hi Chef Gaurav. Hello. Nice to see y'all. Ardently watching us. Hi Simran. Fine, all well, Dilip. Hi Amar, all the way from Mangalore. It'll be nice if you can just put your names if your Instagram title says something else. Hi Forum. Mir, my backbone. Welcome. And Kanchan. Nitish. Hi, Mr. Mishra. Hi, Vinita. Nice to see you here. And Mr. Bhushan Khanna. Our lovely members. Hello. Hi, Priyanka. Welcome. Prats from Bangalore. Hello. Nice to see you here. Hi, Karan Doshi. I'm fine, Mr. Bhushan Khanna. Very well. Hi, Priyanka. Hi, Sakshi Mishra. Nice to see you here. So, before Falguni comes in, I just wanted to tell you about the life with the club. So it all started with a candid conversation on how we can bring all our members together on one platform and where we can connect with them, and rest is history. So this is the third episode. The first one was with Dr. Neeraj Vora, and every Wednesdays we will try and get a doctor on board. On Sundays we'll get a absolutely different guest speaker, and I'm trying to do different topics of interest to everyone, so that'll be really nice. I can see that Dr. Falguni Shah has already signed in, so give me a minute, guys. Hi, Paramita. I'm guessing that's you. Oh, Miss correcting me, saying this is. Sir, hello.
Hi,
Welcome.
so good to see you, man.
Good to see you in flesh and blood. Yes,
It's been
yes.
so
We've been
long,
talking so
man.
much. Yeah. So
And
to
I'm so
tell
missing
everybody
you,
here.
and I'm so missing the club, and I'm so missing all of
Yeah.
it.
I know, I know. So, I was telling everybody that this Live with the Club actually started from a mere candid conversation that we were having on how do we see our members' faces again? How do we talk to them? How do we get in touch with them? And so one led to the other, and then we said, let's do something like this talk, and then rest is history. We have you here today.
And I'm so glad to be on this platform, and I'm so glad that I can even
Yeah,
see a few of the club members joining in. Even seeing the names
members.
sounds
Yeah,
so nice, and
yes.
waiting for things to be normal soon.
So Anil Dang is saying hi to you.
Hey, Anil, hi.
Yeah. So, one of the things our members gave us feedback in the last 2 weeks was that we are missing the food at the club.
Yes,
And
we
we were
are.
like, wow, if you can't come to us, we'll come to you, no problem. So we have this home delivery, which we always had. It's called the Flavors of the Club. So we always delivered food to homes, but we made a chef quickly put a menu down, and that's now available. If you book, if you order at the club directly, if you want to come and pick it up, or if you would like to have it delivered through Zomato or Squidzy or Swiggy. So that's for all the members here. And not only to members, this is also for non-members and people who live within a particular catchment area that these platforms, they deliver to.
Yeah,
I thought I'd say that.
I have ordered a couple of times because I'm so tired of cooking.
You have?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Can't stay away from the
What did you
club.
order?
So I'd ordered some paneer. So
What did
being
you
a
order?
vegetarian, I'd ordered some paneer, some main thing, and I remember I ordered garlic naan. I was dying for that
Yeah.
cheesy naan and the carbs over there, and also dahi kebab. I think they were fantastic.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. So our chef is here actually. Chef Gaurav Madan has signed in here. So I'm sure
Hey,
he'll be
hi,
very
Gaurav.
glad to hear that from Yeah. So I think we'll wait for another 2 more minutes, Falguni, and then we'll start. Or
Yeah,
you want to
sure.
wait a little more longer for people to start?
I would love to chat you up till people come up. But it's so great.
Come in?
that,
Okay.
Yeah, we have this platform at least now, and thanks to technology, that we can see each other. I mean, I don't think this lockdown would have been as good as it is right now, whatever it is, if we didn't
I
have this
know.
technology. Because it's so good to just log on and see each other. And I think Instagram
Yes.
and my live sessions are what are keeping me going. Even with my patients, I think if it was not for online
Yes.
consultations, I would have pretty much
Yes.
given my family up the wall. I mean, I would
Absolutely.
have been
Yes.
I've also
Oh,
realized
yes.
that
Yes, a lot of members.
the mantra of a
Yeah, carry
successful
on.
relationship is that everybody is working in their own space.
Yeah. I mean, I'm quite pleased that 100 people don't walk into my office, at every 2 minutes, so I can work peacefully.
Well, I can't
Yes.
say that. I'm so thoroughly missing my clinic and my
Yes.
syringes and needles. I'm itching to get back to work. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
True. I must say that we got news this morning, and I'm sure a lot of members know that our member Irfan Khan passed
I know,
away.
yeah.
So, yeah, our condolences extend to him and his family. I mean, to his family during this difficult time. So, somebody just
Such a
reminded me
great
saying,
loss
does
to
everyone?
the industry as such.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a
Industry.
fabulous actor.
Yeah.
And I think,
Yeah.
hopefully, I think we are now hitting rock bottom. So there's only one way, and it is ahead, because I don't think we can go lower than what we
Yes.
are. A lot has happened
Absolutely.
this year, so I just hope for things to get better.
Yeah.
And
Mr. Khanna has signed in. Mr. Khanna?
May I remind you to keep sipping water, because hydration is a good part of skincare. So you could probably do that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kalpana Springwala, welcome. Mr. Dinesh Khanna, welcome. Falguni and I were just talking about the food that she's missing at the club, and she said she ordered some paneer and garlic naans, and she gorged on them.
Yeah.
And chef.
And I'm waiting to hit the gym because of the amount of weight I have piled on thanks to the lockdown.
Oh, please. Please.
My gym, and I see all the gossip which happens in the gym and the locker room gossip. We meet in the locker room, Serena. So,
yeah. Yeah, I was going to touch upon that a bit later. Yeah. A lot of members responded to me saying that they don't have Instagram and they don't know how to use it. Well, this is your opportunity. You have a lot of time to download Instagram and to get a page and to follow us. So just to let all the members know, we are going to plan talks like this for the next 6 weeks. So you better download Instagram. And if you don't know how to do it, and I didn't know how to do it, and last week I asked my teenage son, and he rolled his eyes and looked at me saying, you don't know this. It's so simple, mom. So it is actually very simple if you just get a little tutorial from your children. And I don't want any of our members to miss these talks. So please, if you are tech savvy, please help your family members also to get onto Instagram and to listen to us.
No, and Instagram is almost as good as your visiting card now. You better be on Instagram to know what's happening.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's a good thing. It's one of the best ways to communicate with each other, because like these the chat sessions that we have on Instagram is keeping my industry alive. Like almost every second day,
Yes.
we are, teaming up with people from all around the world, the dermatologists from other countries, and we are trying to exchange
Yes.
notes on how do we open up our practices once the COVID-19 lockdown is lifted up, because it's going to be a whole
Lift it
new,
up.
yeah, it's going to be a whole new way of skin practice, because a lot
Of
of things that we were
communicating.
doing in
Oh,
the past, we will have to shift gears and do them separately, because once the lockdown
separately.
goes, the virus is not going away. So the way we approach
Yeah.
our patients and the way we wear our PPEs and the way we deal with every skin surface as well as the surface in our clinic, it's a whole new process.
It's
It's a
going to
learning
change.
curve. So
Yeah.
thanks to
Yeah.
Instagram, we know what's happening in the world and how to deal with it more
Yes.
practically.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Welcome, Neeraj. A lot of other members said to me, why aren't we on other platforms like Zoom or Facebook Live? Now, guys, we tried Facebook Live. It's a bit slow. It was not picking up. Zoom is a little compromised, so we don't want to get there. As of now, so far, we found Instagram the most efficient, quick, and easy way to deliver these talks. So Instagram it is for a while until you hear from me.
Until we meet
Okay,
at the
so
club.
shall we start?
Yes, please
Yeah, that's true.
shoot all your
Shall we
questions.
start? Yeah.
Let's use the lockdown phase to come out with better and brighter skins.
Yes, great. Okay, so good evening to all the lovely people who have joined us here so far. And as people join in, I may not be able to welcome each one of you, but you're welcomed. Warm greetings to all our members at the club. We really, really miss you. I've been getting feedback from so many people, and likewise, my team, and we all miss you as well. And I hope it won't be long now. Lockdown seems to be, I mean, the lockdown date seems to be approaching, but yet we don't know what the future holds. So on Life with the Club today, we have the lovely Swillette, Dr. Falguni Shah, our member and a successful dermatologist. Welcome, Falguni, and thank you for
Thank you,
agreeing on such a
Sarina.
short notice. So Falguni and I meet every other morning in the changing room of the club. Would you all believe it? After our fitness workout. And one of the things we always talk about is healthy skin. Her favorite topic, most favorite topic. And today I thought we should unpack this with a wider audience and talk to them, Falguni, about what we talk in the changing room
Yes,
and
absolutely.
truly get and truly get under your skin. So let's start.
Yes, let your
Yeah.
rapid fires begin.
So, for the audience, if you have any questions for Falguni, and I hope you will have lots, and I'm sure you will have lots, please type in your questions at the end of the session so that we can capture them and we can answer your questions at the end of the session. All right. So, here we go. So, Falguni, how important is skincare to look healthy and youthful? And the other question is there a difference in men and women's skin?
Okay, Serena. So before I get into why, okay, let's first understand that I will just want to give a some insight to people that it takes as much time for a doctor to do MD skin as it would take for a doctor to do MD cardiology or MS ophthalm. That means we do an MBBS, which is for 5.5 years, and then we do 3 years of dermatology. My point being, why? Why do we have 8 years, which go 8.5 years to know about your skin? Well, it is the
Right.
largest organ of your body. It has its own
Mm-hmm.
nerve supply, its blood supply, its lymphatic drainage, and we have one more bit over here which is extra, that it has nutrition in the form of hormones. Not to forget, it is also the
Right.
external organ, right? So it is encompassing everything within itself. So where it needs to be healthy, well, it also needs to look good, because that's what you will present yourself to the world. So skincare is
True.
important because it shows your health from within. It also shows the disease that you have inside from outside. So it's probably one of the first organ which shows that there is something wrong with you, because that's the window to the world. So we do not have an
Absolutely.
option but to be into a good
Yeah.
skincare routine. So I think that answers why. Now coming to males and females. Males and females have
Hmm.
never been alike, and so their skins are also not alike. But
Correct.
skincare rules may stay the same, but the ingredients that a male skin has may be a little bit different from what the female skin has. And to all the men out there who believe that men do not age, let me break the news to you that anatomically, males age a little bit faster than females. It's just that men think they don't need to look young, whereas women feel the need to look young. And here I'm going to take away the word young and replace it with an
Right.
adjective, youthful. So we all need to look youthful. It doesn't matter if we look old. So males require a skincare routine as much as females do. Just that some ingredients may be different because male skin is a little bit thicker than the female
Yeah.
skins, and male hormones behave a little bit differently from female skins. Plus, the underlying layers of the skin, like the bone structure which holds the skin above, are all a little bit different in males. But otherwise, aging
Right.
process is a little bit quicker in men than women. So, if that answers it.
Right. Yeah, because a lot of women replied to me that they'll try and be on the talk today, but I was not too sure about the men, so I said, let me
I'm telling
pop this
you,
question up
they
first.
will miss this session because the women at home are going to look
They will
better
miss.
and the men are going to be in trouble.
Well, when they need it first.
Absolutely.
So, tell me, when does skin start aging? So, I mean, we reach 50 and we still say, no, we are young. But when does skin actually start aging? And is there something we can do to counter the aging process with medical evidence?
Okay, so clinically, this may surprise you and may disappoint you, is we start aging the minute we are born. So if it is today you're age 1, tomorrow you're age 2. So clinically, you are increasing in age. However, here, when people talk about aging, they want to talk about it as when do we get old or when does our skin get old, I guess. So
Right.
clinically, we have the skin, and then we have a lot of layers underneath, like the muscle, the fat pads, and then the bone. And the skin is attached to all these layers with a glue which is called collagen. So collagen is almost the glue which
Right.
sticks the skin to everything underneath. And collagen is also the glue which keeps the skin tight and makes the skin uplifted. However, collagen reduces by 1% almost every year. So for example, if you have 100 units of collagen at age 10, you will have 99 at age 11, 98 at age 12, and so on. Now, till you're 30, whatever amount of collagen you have in you will do the job, will act as a glue and stick everything there. But post 30, this collagen starts depleting further and no new collagen is added. So technically, 30 is when you would start seeing few signs on your skin which are about age or which are age related. And here genetics do play a role, that some people may show it at 28, some people may show it at 32, but eventually they will show
Wow.
it. So I think 30s are when you need to be a little bit more careful, because till 30, like we all know, we've done everything that we did not do in our college lives, and we've partied and we've had late nights and we've not worn sunscreens and we've not taken out our makeup, but we still have looked youthful because our skin was taking care of itself. But post 30, it is demanding that we need to look after it. So let's put it that 30 is when you need to get into your routine and regimes. But if people are aware, it makes sense to start the skincare routine at teenage age to help you to
Right.
counter the aging and to push it behind as much as we can.
Right. So, before we go to the next question, this is our fourth episode, and I have one very loyal viewer watching all my series. And this is a 5-year-old little girl,
Oh my
and her name
God.
is Prisha.
Hey,
And I
hi.
need to say a big hello to Prisha. And I hope your sister Arisha is also watching, and I really miss you. Okay. So then, our next question. Then comes menopause. So, what happens during menopause, and what care should we take during that period?
So before I go into what happens during menopause, let's understand that your skin is biggest nutrition of your skin, or the greatest nutrition of the skin is your hormones, and not your tomatoes and not your beetroot. But what keeps it going and keeps it youthful is the hormones which we produce. Now, unfortunately, there is a big shift in the hormonal cycle when we are premenopausal and menopausal, by which I mean your estrogen levels start reducing Estrogen is a
Right.
huge precursor for collagen. It is a huge precursor for the hydration levels of your skin. So technically, your skin starts going drier as we, go towards menopause. Now, when I mean dry, I mean the water content of the skin, which is the hydration, gets depleted.
Yes.
So your skin also starts getting thinner, and that's when
Right.
you notice the wrinkles, and you notice the skin doesn't have its tight texture, it doesn't have its tone, and it's not about those deep wrinkles, but it's, the happy hormones also lead to a happy
Yes.
face. So things like,
Yes.
you start looking more tired, you start looking less happy, you start looking a little bit more saggy. That's because everything starts going towards gravity. So menopause, because of lack of estrogen, is where it requires more care. It's almost a phase similar to menarche when you start your periods, because even during menarche, your skin goes through, like I have a teenager at home, and every day she
Yes.
pops up a new acne, and she's like, "Mom, I have a new one." So it's like the way your skin is troubled in menarche, similarly, it needs some special assistance in menopause too. So
Right.
that's when we do. And what I suggest is, when you are approaching menopause, you will feel it. You'll feel your skin going dry. So your biggest
Right.
thing is keep hydrating your skin. Like if you were drinking 3 liters of water, drink 5 liters of water a day. Secondly, use skincare products which are fragrance free, because all perfume products take away more moisture from your skin. Increase the applications of antioxidants like vitamin C, vitamin E on your skin. Uh,
Right.
Never ever step out without a sunblock, because when you're wearing a sunscreen, you prevent the loss of moisture. So
Right.
everything has to be focused towards retaining the water or retaining moisture. And not to forget, in whatever little way we can, to help the estrogen stay longer, our biggest and the best way is to exercise, because when we work
Hmm.
out, we release endorphins, and these endorphins reduce the level of dihydrotestosterone, which indirectly increases the level of estrogen. So never
Right.
forget your workout, never forget your sunblock, never forget your moisturizer, drink lots and lots and lots of water. And we will discuss nutraceuticals a little bit later as to what you can take as nutritional level. So yes,
Yeah.
menopause is something which is a reality and which can be looked after.
And also drinking a lot of water, and like you just said, and sleeping well, isn't it? Isn't
Absolutely.
sleeping a good 8 to 8 hours of sleep does well to your skin, doesn't it?
Absolutely. But you know what happens, Serena? We all know this theory that we need to sleep 8 hours peacefully. However, life is such that it doesn't give you those 8 peaceful hours of sleep when you want it to come. And I think that's where your
Right.
exercise, uh, brings in its goodness, because when you worked out,
Yeah.
you are getting your DHT level less, which is also acting like an anxiolytic. So your anxiety
Yes.
goes down, and that itself induces better sleep. So please do not underestimate the power of a workout, and whatever works for you. Maybe yoga works for you. Like for me, weight training works for me, and strength training is my go-to. But if it is yoga for you, if it's cardio for you, whatever works for you, but bring that in. So it's
Right.
very important even to induce a good sleep.
Yes, it is very important to induce
Yeah.
good sleep. Yes, because people do find have trouble going to sleep. So we have the Antara Spa at the club, and we have our. We also have a salon, the Chroma Case salon, and we and a lot of women regularly go for cleanups. They go for facials and they go for massages to the spa. So, how does that help the skin?
Let me
Or shall I rephrase the massages that we offer at the club? If you've used our spa and if you've tried the massages and the facials and the cleanups that are offered in salons and in spas, are they beneficial for the skin? And would you encourage that? And would you say that people should indulge in that ever so often?
uh, let me break this into three parts. So, where cleanups are concerned,
Yes.
I feel cleanups are good as long as you don't massage your face. So, a little bit of steam
Right.
and cleansing is excellent, and
Excellent.
exfoliation. However, if you're pre-menopause, maybe you could avoid that for some time, because while you're doing that, you're going to take away some moisture. So, till a
Right.
certain age, till in your 20s, 30s, it is great to keep cleaning your skin and exfoliating it. So, that's great. where massages are concerned for the body, I think they are excellent if you are working out also, because what happens is when you're working out, it reduces the stiffness of your muscles, plus
Right.
gives your muscle enough nutrition and blood supply to develop more. See, remember what
Yes.
happens in aging is, let's not talk about aging at just the facial level. Your body is aging
Right.
too. So
Also aging.
yeah, so you don't want to have a face of a 30-year-old and a body of a 50-year-old.
Absolutely.
It doesn't match. So
Absolutely.
when you
Doesn't
are,
matter.
yeah, when you are taking those regular massages, what you're doing is you are causing vasodilation of the blood vessels. So your muscle develops too. It's easier for your muscle to develop. So
Yeah.
it's a great thing. However, taking steam too often once you have crossed 35 is definitely not a good idea, because I see a lot of women, they take a massage at Antra and they jump into the sauna. Now, you
Right.
are taking away a lot of moisture. So if you've taken a massage, wait for some time and then have a shower with lukewarm water and then apply a moisturizer rather than just jumping into the sauna and taking away the regular
Sauna.
moisture.
I
So that's something
see.
that you
Okay.
may want to avoid. Secondly, if
Avoid.
you
Yeah.
really feel that steam is giving you a relaxed feeling and you're about 35, please put a towel on your face while you're taking steam. So at least so remember, the facial skin is a little bit thinner than the body skin. And your
Yes. Of
facial
course.
skin has 10% water content in that. And that's your magic number. We need to retain that moisture so that even when you're not
Right.
wearing makeup, your skin reflects its own light. So it has its own gloss. So if you take away
Yes.
that water, you are doing a lot of disservice. So put a towel on your face and then go in to take your sauna. I think
Wow.
it's
That's
something that I've seen.
that's really good advice.
Yeah, I mean, many
Yeah.
a times I've seen, people come in from Mantra and straight they go into the sauna, and I'm like, oh my God, please don't do it. I wish I have the liberty to tell you, don't take steam so
Tell you
often.
this.
Maybe once, and
Yeah.
trust me, not more than 2 times a month. But not
Okay.
like if you are in the premenopause age. See, when you're young, you can get away with everything.
You can get away with it. Yeah.
But after that,
So this is
yeah.
and yeah, so I'm so glad you shed light on this from a medical perspective. You know, Ronak Jani, who's our Antara Spa manager, and he's signed
Yes,
in
yes,
here
yes.
as well. So he says this a lot. He says, taking a massage is very good for your skin, very good for your metabolism, very good for your body, and very good for your skin. And I could never understand. I could
It
never
is, it is.
understand why, and how is it good for the skin. And you just shared that today. So it's something that is very very valuable for
Yes.
us to take on board today. Yeah, coming from you. Right. So now tell me about the treatments for anti-aging. I mean, this has become such a big thing and such a big, I mean, people don't talk about it openly, but today is a good forum to talk about this. And I wanted to ask you, are these treatments safe? And also a lot has been going around about nutraceuticals, which you said you would talk about as well. So could you tell us what we need to be careful about and what's safe and what's unsafe?
Okay, so when we talk about aging, I again want to get to the point that when you're talking about aging, you're not talking about just the skin, right? The skin is
Yes.
attached to layers underneath, and the layers underneath are the ones which age first. So like you have a bone, you have muscle on top, you have fat pads, and then you have the skin. And what actually happens first is the bone size shrinks. So it's a table, and you have a tablecloth on that. So the table
Right.
shrinks, and that is why the tablecloth falls loose, right? So you feel that your skin is sagging, but what it actually has happened is you need to build up everything from below. So yes, anti-aging procedures do make a lot of sense if people want them to. So, and like I said, it's not about looking young. I want to just underline that it's about being youthful. Here, youthful is an adjective and not a noun. So you
Right.
want to have your wrinkles because you've earned them, and you want to have your sunspots because you've been out in the sun, but you want
Yes.
to look healthy, right? You don't want to look sagging, and because you don't
Saggy.
want to look as if you're unhappy. So it's about getting the
Yes.
positive emotions back on your face, like, making you look more relaxed, making you look happier, making you look less tired. And that's where your anti-aging procedure should be aimed at, and not like remove this wrinkle or get this hair
Yes.
off. We don't want to chase lines. So that's
Right.
very important. So of course they are extremely safe if they are done by qualified hands, and by doing it,
And
so always less is more in everything. Makeup, less is more. Anti-aging, less is more. So do the optimum. Now what has happened of late is, since our regulations are so poor, I know a lot of anybody and everybody getting into a skincare practice and doing things and giving those bad results, which are actually giving a bad name to medical procedures. Because,
Yes.
like for example, if you take 10 tablets of crocin, it is going to harm you. However, if you
Yeah.
take one tablet of crocin for fever, it is desirable. So everything done in moderation and at the optimal level is absolutely great because it is scientifically there. So all your
Yes.
skincare procedures should be aimed towards maintaining the collagen so that the skin sticks to the underlying layers, and
Yes.
also make that muscle under the skin stronger so your skin is uplifted. So
True.
I think all the procedures that we do should be aimed towards that, and that's where they are safe if it is done in the right way.
You were going to share something about the
Oh
nutraceuticals.
yes. So now what are nutraceuticals? Like we have vitamins, right, for your metabolism. You have nutrition for the skin, and
Skin.
in the large term, it is called as nutraceuticals. So there are certain elements which your skin will do great with after a certain age. Like I advise all women who are about 35 to take an omega-3 because that's what is
Right.
depleted in your skin. Antioxidants, which are vitamin A, C, D, and E. So, say 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, we have 400 milligrams of vitamin E, and then antioxidants like beta carotene, which is 30 milligrams. So, all these are available over the counter. We take
Over the
which,
counter.
yeah, and then according to your skin needs, like if some skin conditions, they are, if people have pigmentation or they have dull skin
Yeah.
or they have sunspots coming in, then we could go in for other antioxidants like glutathione. We could add in few other antioxidants like superoxide dismutase. These are all different antioxidants which have been developed to
Yes.
build up your skin immunity and health. However, to take them without recommendation, like you also would know, I know women who sit in the morning with a bowl, like a breakfast bowl full of vitamins. Now, is
Hmm.
that like going on the net and finding out like, oh, these, should I take these? I think that is what is again creating the issue. So take what is
Right.
recommended. Now, for premenopausal women, I will give you a tip. Uh, since we are going low on estrogen, there are a lot of phytoestrogens which are available. Phytoestrogens are estrogen derived from plants, and these are
Right.
absolutely safe. There are pumpkin seed extracts which are available. These are phytoestrogens which you get. So please, you could speak to your dermatologist or your whomever you're visiting, and maybe if your skin is really growing through that patch of dryness, you could substitute with these vitamins. And these are what will nourish your skin from within. Because how much can you put from above?
How much
Finally, the
can you
nourishment
put?
needs to come from
Yeah.
within.
From inside out.
Yeah,
Yes.
inside
Yeah.
out. Everything is inside out, right?
Yes.
So yes, nutraceuticals are a good thing to get into. Take them with the prescription, take them for short periods of time, give breaks to them, and combine them in the right proportion. You know, it's not like you need to decide how much of each you need. Like I can
Yes.
give 500 milligrams of vitamin C to my daughter, but I may take 1,000 milligrams myself. So you
To
need to,
yourself. Yeah.
yeah, you need to run the dosages and take them in the right dose.
Right dose. Right. So before we open the forum for questions for our audience today, and you can start writing your questions as soon as I finish asking this question. And this is the last question for Falguni on a personal level. So you are a regular member with us at the club. So what is one thing that you are reminiscing now? I mean, it's been a month and a half that we've all been locked down. What is one thing that you are reminiscing the most about the club?
My gym and my gym buddies
I
and
knew you would say that.
and all the gossip in the locker room, and my god, and my daughter is sitting here and she's like, pool mama, pool, I want the pool. Oh,
So
I
you were
miss
also
swimming.
sharing with me. Yeah, you were sharing with me that a lot of members stop you in the changing room and the gym to ask. Yeah,
Yeah, and it is so
go
much
on.
fun, you know, the when you're changing and then suddenly someone comes and says, oh, what sunscreen are you using? And I'm like, oh, this is the way to
Yeah,
apply the sunscreen. And those 15 minutes of loose banter used to
Yeah.
make me go and start my day in the clinic, because once you go to the
Okay.
clinic, you
Yeah.
are there till 7:38 with all your patients. But those 15 minutes was such a refresher. And then you're putting a gloss, and I like somebody's lip gloss, and I say, hey, which color is that? I really love that color. So you have no clue
Yeah.
how much of makeup tips how I have picked up from the changing room. Like right from
Yeah.
changing my mascara to writing to write to the right shade of lipstick. Oh, I miss all that so much.
I know, I know, I know. So we'll wait for people to write their questions down. But I have a few that people have sent me.
Yeah.
One of the questions is about a serious condition like psoriasis.
Yes.
So this person asked this question. I am told by dermats who I have consulted for psoriasis. They say psoriasis can be treated, but no cure has been found. Are they still looking for a cure, and what is the progress, if any?
Okay. Now, before we go into treatment, psoriasis is an autoimmune condition. That means
Yes.
the psoriasis is not because of an infection from outside. It is not a virus. It's not a bacteria. It is not because of touch. It is not because of pollution. Psoriasis is because there is an autoimmune gene in you. So you have inherited that gene. And that's how you are
Right.
showing symptoms. So the gene is always going to stay. It's like saying diabetes can be treated but cannot be cured. It's exactly the same.
Right.
You need to keep it under control. Now, coming to that, psoriasis, the aggravating factor, there are two big aggravating factors. One is dry skin, and second is stress. So we need to control the stress, and we need to also see to it that we don't let your skin go dry. So using the right moisturizers. The latest in psoriasis treatments happen to be something which we call as biologics, which are interleukin 17, IL-17 blockers and alpha blockers. And these are the latest treatments which help in controlling the symptoms of psoriasis. However, it is more a lifestyle change which you need to do, a lot of counseling. You need to be hand holding with your doctor, or your doctor needs to be hand holding with you, and you need to do whatever is there in your capacity to control your stress if you want your body to be symptom free from psoriasis. So let's put
Right.
psoriasis as a symptom rather than a disease.
I
you
see.
will
Okay.
have you will have
And
to
there's
live with
no
it.
no homeopathy or Ayurveda treatment for that besides the allopathy?
um I'm a pure allopathic person.
Allopathy person,
So,
yes. So you
you
would
know
not
how
recommend
allopaths
that.
are. It's difficult for
Yes.
us
Yes.
to go on to the counter side. So, I will stick with allopathy
Yes.
here. And
With
yes,
that.
it is something
Yes.
which needs to be controlled. Not to forget that it's a serious disorder which can affect your bones. So, we have a psoriatic arthropathy, we have psoriatic
Yes.
arthritis. There's a lot which goes into psoriasis. So, it requires a lot of counseling, and we need to plan the treatment for a very long period of time.
Long period of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a question here. I'll just read this out to you by Duty Biswas. I got detected with PLC for autoimmune response disorder this January. It took a complete 1 month to get the eruptions healed and vanished. Is this lockdown? In this lockdown, how do I take care of that?
See to it that I would like to also know what kind of medications were given to you, Ruti. So you need to understand that all your symptoms need to be kept away. Again, every autoimmune disorder is associated with stress. So I would suggest that keep some amount of workout happening regularly, like say yoga or something, so that your immune system stays the way it is. And please do my number. You could send me your prescription so I could tell you what out of that you could use as a maintenance, because I would know the line of I would need to know the line of therapy that you're taking, because there are multiple lines of therapies for this. But my take is every autoimmune disorder, let the immunity be governed by your physical workout, and see to it that you keep yourself immune system wise safe.
There are lots of questions coming up. Falguni, can you read them? Because I'm having some
Okay,
problem seeing the questions.
I need to wear my glasses for that, and there I go.
You see that,
Okay,
yeah?
so we
Yeah.
have Neeta. Oh, hey, Neeta, hi. Dry, frizzy hair, how to deal with it? Neeta, one important thing is dryness of the hair is also associated with your hormones. So if you are menopausal, we expect the hair to go dry. Like I said, you could start with taking some oil, warm it, and put it on your hair ends. Do not put it on your scalp. Since we have a lot of time, I will tell you this. You can take a towel and put it into hot water. Pura pani nichor do, and with that warm towel, tie your hair in that towel and let the steam help the oil penetrate a little bit deeper into the hair shaft. After that, wash your hair only after an hour or two. Very important thing, do not keep the oil overnight. What happens is people oil their hair and they keep it overnight. And next day morning, you will try to wash it. And in that process, you will need more shampoo to clear the oil. So in fact, you will take the moisture away. So do not keep oil for more than an hour or two. And also, if you probably will be, it will be good if you take a biotin 10 milligram tablet daily. It is called BTM Forte. It is safe to take it. It is good for building your keratin, and it will help your hair. Every chemist will have that. Sam Gupta, during the lockdown, immunity is the key. Does your skin have immunity, and if so, how can you better it? It's a good question, Sam. Immunity is the key. So, absolutely, please go on the antioxidants. Like I said, a vitamin C, 1000 milligrams. We have our own club member, Mr. Satish Khanna, and we call it very lovingly Sage, and they have this Fasten Up products. Their vitamin C is great. You could take effervescent vitamin C. Have that. You could also have an antioxidant. I recommend you start with something called Antoxid HC. It has 30 milligrams of beta carotene, and I think it's a Dr. Reddy's product. You will get it over the counter, and start with these two vitamins. See to it that you have 30 minutes of workout in a day. I think that's great for immunity. I have another question. I'm getting diagnosed. Oh, the PCOS. Okay, I'm getting diagnosed with PCOS type 3. How can control my facial hair growth? Good question, P. I would like to know how old you are. But in general, PCOS is the presence of follicles which you have on your ovary, and they play and havoc with your hormones. Unfortunately, the hair that you have on your face or the excess hair that you have anywhere on the body will eventually have to get lasered, because once you have a hair, I do not recommend you to go waxing. I do not recommend you to go threading on your face. So wait for the lockdown to get done. Choose a wise laser. So use a laser. My recommendation is always an Nd:YAG or a diode. Needs to be US FDA approved. And one tip over here, please only go to a clinic where doctors are handling the laser. Now, why this word of caution? Because I know a lot of centers around where they have technicians doing the laser, and I'm petrified of that fact. So laser hair reduction happens to be your treatment of choice. But if it is PCOS, also see to it that your hormones are looked after, so that once the hair goes, it doesn't come back. I'm going to go to the next question. Is the number which is duty? I just spoke. I think we're done with that. What is good for? I can't see you, Sarina. Disappeared.
Yeah, I know something has happened. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see your pretty
Yeah.
face. Now I can.
Yeah.
What is
Yes,
good
there's
for?
something I figured it.
What is good for hair if you dyeing your hair every month? What is good for? I didn't get this question. Vanita Devi, आप वापस मुझे ये question पूछ सकते हो, because I didn't understand what you've written. Forum Misri, doctor, how do you get an instant glow, especially when you're going out for some function? Yay! This is instant glow. What I suggest is
Instant.
there's nothing like instant. However, if you must know, you could sprinkle something which is called micellar water. Micellar water is a spray which you splash on your face and just dab it, so it kind of makes your skin look hydrated. Also, if you know you have a function, try using a vitamin C serum regularly. It's great. It's an antioxidant serum. Your options are there is something called VC15 which you could pick up. It's again, I think, a Cipla product. You could pick up from a chemist. There is something called Flavo C, which is a vitamin C serum by Palson's. Again, it's available at a chemist. So yeah, vitamin C serum and micellar water on your face should do the trick. What can you do for teen girl acne? Natural remedies. Himali Mehta. Yeah, I have a teenager at home. She doesn't listen to me. So one is, please cut the sugar in her diet. It makes a big difference. Make your daughter go. Come here, I will show you. Wave your hand. Wave your hand at her. Make your daughter go off sugar. ask her to use a salicylic acid face wash, so 1% salicylic acid, and increase her hydration. If she's drinking 2 liters, then make her drink 4 liters. And after a week, if there is no difference in her skin, then please visit a dermatologist close to you, because teenage skins are very sensitive, they are very thin. So what medications to give will depend on her skin type. Can you suggest what you can eat from your kitchen for good skin for 45 years? Well, my favorite products, I like methi seeds. So nowadays that I'm cooking, you know, when we are cooking a sabji, don't forget to add 4-5 methi seeds. वो जो हम चोखा करते हैं, you know, add methi seeds and add turmeric in your in whatever you make. And I think it's an excellent anti-inflammatory, because when you're 45, you are closer to menopause. So you're going to have water retention. So methi seeds and turmeric are great as anti-inflammatories. You are what you eat. I so agree.
Somebody's asking, can antioxidant C cause redness on face and skin?
No, not if it is taken in the right thing. So we have Antoxid plain and we have Antoxid HC. None of it can cause redness on your face. But I do suggest that if there is a problem of redness, always use a sunblock, even when you're sitting indoors, because you have the reflected UV light, which is what you get indoors also. So a sunscreen is a must, even if you're sitting at home. So Serena, there are plenty of questions. You want me to take all of them?
No, we can just, I think we...
Okay,
yes, another 5 minutes.
I have to take this one. It's by Renu, and I love her. Renu Paul. Can you name a few good moisturizer? I love her so much, I can't let her question go. Can you name a good moisturizer? Renu, I know your skin. So I would say that what you need to do in your anti-aging is look for retinol. Retinol would be the best for your skin. It's the best anti-aging. I could give you certain names. You can message to me, but for other people there, you could use something which is called ROC. It is a retinol-based serum. It is by Janssen & Janssen. It's available over the counter. There is something called a Reverso serum that also has retinol and hyaluronic acid. That's available. That's a Glenmark product, again over the counter. So retinol is your go-to ingredient for the anti-aging serums and creams. Okay, you want me to take more questions?
Somebody's asking, what shampoo would you suggest for the scalp of psoriasis?
Okay. Again, you could, it depends on the extent of psoriasis. So your options are,
yes,
you could use something which has which is anti-inflammatory. So there is something called coal tar shampoos which are available, which are short contact therapies. So you have to just apply the shampoo, leave it on for around say 5 minutes and wash it. One of the brands available is something called Ionex T. Second, you could use the scalp shampoo, which also helps in taking the flakes off. However, scalp psoriasis, if it is severe, please do not refrain from visiting a dermatologist, because there may be more systemic therapies required. So you could start off with a scalp shampoo or Ionex T shampoo, both are short contact therapies. But beyond this, it could be unwise to say something without seeing and without a prescription. So, yeah. How to deal with black moles over the face at 35? This is from Anamika. Anamika, black moles, now this is a very loose term, because it could be something called DPNs, which is deep pigmentosis nigricans. They could be warts, they could be pigmentation. However, what I can say is start using sunscreen regularly. See to it that you have a broad spectrum sunscreen. That broad spectrum should be written on the tube, and it should be a minimum SPF of 30. Use it every 4 hours. So if you use it once in the afternoon, morning, then use it again in the afternoon. And also start using a vitamin C based serum at night. If this is not helping, then maybe you will need to visit a dermatologist to find out what those moles are. whether they need to be lasered off or taken off. So start with these basic things. How can you deal with PCOS when 30? So when you're 30, if you have PCOS, definitely hormonal. So please do get your hormones checked. Your sonography will show the presence of follicles. You may want to get certain hormones like serum insulin and DHT checked. However, which hormone is deficient is what needs to be, or in excess is what needs to be seen. And yes, the other symptoms of PCOS can be dealt with symptomatically, but again, at the cost of being repetitive, exercise works the best for all
Best.
PCOS, right from teenagers to adulthood. So please do not underestimate the power of the endorphins which you release. So workout happens to be the key. Serena, there are many questions. What do you
Yes,
want me to
I
do?
think, yeah, I know. So what we can do is, I'm sure people know your, they can follow you here on Instagram, and
Maybe they can
probably
leave me a message on my
they
Instagram
can do.
account, and as and when I get the
And
time, I will try to get back to them. So,
yes, and also, if you don't mind, I can say, if you don't mind me letting them know that you practice in Juhu, and if there's anybody who wants to get in touch with you, they can always see you. Probably not now, but after the
yeah,
lockdown,
and
unless it's.
my Instagram handle is Dr. Falguni Shah, and all our numbers are there. You could send us a request, you could send me a message, and
Yes.
we'll get back to you. I am trying to respond to all the requests. My daughter keeps pestering me. Mom, you have so many requests you're not handling. I am trying my best, but I will get back to you. I will finish all of them by the time the lockdown ends. So,
So now you know why we really love you very much, and why you get stopped at the changing room and at the club, because there are so many questions we have about our skin.
yeah, absolutely.
so So once again, thank you very much, Falguni. It has been a pleasure listening to you, and so much to know, and so much to learn, and so much to understand, considering so much is bombarded to us, especially women, about our skin and about using this product and that product. And you really are apprehensive sometimes whether that's the right thing to do, whether I should not do it. It's my face, things can go wrong, or whatever. So you've dispelled so many myths, and you've dispelled so many of our wrong thoughts. And I must thank you once again. And I can't wait to meet you, and look forward to seeing you once the club opens.
Oh, absolutely, Sarina, and it was a great pleasure to be here, and to feel connected. The club has become our an extension of home. So, and I have a very good friend of
Yes.
mine who is a club member, Anil Dan, keeps saying that club has to be a place where you need to go for no reason, and I think it is something that I miss. And it was
Yeah.
great having you and talking to you, and we should do this
Yeah.
more often, and probably if the lockdown extends, we'll
We'll,
do it once again.
we'll do it once
Yeah?
again. Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you very much,
Bye,
Falguni. Have a
Sarina.
good
Bye.
evening. And thank you,
Bye.
everybody, for joining us
Bye.
this evening. Thank you. Bye
See you.
bye. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.